All right, thank you for staying with us. You're still watching the Weekend Show, and this is the Climate Chat segment. I am Zainab Adetola. This week, we take a look at stories on the climate scene in Nigeria, the latest stories on the climate scene in Nigeria. Kyari has expressed concern over the impact of climate change and food security. The Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Abubakar Kyari, has expressed concern over the impact of climate change on food production and security. Kyari made these remarks during the speech at the Sahel Food System Changemakers Conference in Abuja. Shogra Mohammed, representing the minister, noted that there was a need to harness the strength of both the public and private sector and the informal sector to confront climate change head-on in Nigeria. Meanwhile, Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Atiku Bagudu, who also spoke at the event, reiterated that climate change has been a major contributor to food insecurity in Nigeria. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, has called for increased investments in renewable energy infrastructure such as solar and wind power to mitigate the impacts of climate change in Nigeria. Dr. Abbas made this call at the Green Economy Summit organized by the Niger State government to launch its Green Economy Blueprint. Abbas, who was represented by the Chief Whip of the House, Usman Kumo, said the state is setting an example for the rest of the country on how to harness green assets and innovation for sustainable development. Also, the federal government has promised permanent solution to flooding in Isheri. Following heavy flooding in Isheri, a community in Ifo local government area of Ogun State, the Minister of State for Environment, Isiaq Salako, has assured that the federal government would prefer permanent solutions to flooding challenges ravaging the community. Salako and his water resources and sanitation counterparts, Professor Joseph Utsev, had visited Ogun State on Wednesday for an on-the-spot assessment of the flooded community. Salako noted that the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation is fully aware of the challenges and will do the needful in providing palliatives to the people. And that's it on climate stories making the rounds this week. I'll be back next week with more exciting, conversation for you on the climate charts. In the meantime, stay with us on the Weekend Show. Other exciting segments coming up. I am Zainab Adetola. See you next week.